If you do go on to enjoy today's video, do me a favour and hit that like button and of course subscribe. It really does help me out a lot. And if you want to avoid the random lottery that is FIFA points, you can go straight to the source with u7buy.com, and of course you can use the code TVM at the checkout to get yourself a discount. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to the road to glory. Yesterday I played squad battles a lot. I don't know why, really. I'm messed up with my days. I've got absolutely no idea what day it is. I was thinking, when I was playing squad battles yesterday, right, it's the weekend, so I'll play these, we'll get to Elite, and then we'll call it a day and do some rivals. And when I was editing this, I was thinking, why am I doing battles again? It's Wednesday. Like, I've got rivals to think about, so I'm actually a little bit behind in rivals now, and I have the rest of today to make sure that I finish rank 2. The positive thing about it is, if we end up having to finish rank 3, it's not going to be the end of the world because I've got the Bundesliga, League SBC to complete. So I'll have 3 packs there, and then I've got about 5 or 6 teams ready to go straight away. So that gives us 7 packs, and a lot of them, like Bayern Munich, gives us a 35k. So we're going to have some decent packs to open regardless of where we finish in Rivals, so that's not a problem. I am very close to finishing rank 2 though, or being rank 2, so hopefully we can kick on and get that done. If they drop, and of course you may know this by now, but if they decide to drop La Liga or the Dutch League SBC, we can complete the entire thing straight away, and I'll show you those sort of investments, if you will, in a second, because I'm down a lot in coins. I'm actually down to 800 and something thousand, but there's a reason for that. People like to watch People like to watch rewards. It doesn't matter about the reaction. With enough people, you can probably get to a 30 or 40 minute video. I mean, I'm not really bothered about the length of the video. Yesterday we were talking about rewards, picking up a PS4 and doing some people's rewards on Thursdays. I would definitely be up for it, and we'll see what happens over the coming days. I've not had chance to have a look yet, but I want to see if I can pick up a PS4 relatively cheap, how much an Elgato is going to cost me, etc. But yeah, the problem with it is I need to decide whether it's worth doing it financially over anything else, because obviously I need to work out really if I'm going to make the money back from doing these videos and how many people would be interested. So follow me on Twitter, link in the description, and I'm going to put a couple of tweets out regarding rewards over the next few days, you know, asking people how many of them would allow me to open their rewards, etc, etc. Because I see a lot of these people doing like top 100 rewards and stuff like that, but honestly I wouldn't be that bothered about opening like gold 3 rewards. You know, I've always been that sort of YouTuber where we're not reviewing the high-end players and we're not clickbaiting everything, to the point where I'm actually quite excited to be opening like gold 3, gold 2 rewards, maybe even some silver 1, just to see if we can get anything really good out of them. And then obviously that's the title in itself, you know, insane gold 3 rewards or something. Aaron Wilson says, quote, "I don't want a club full of untradeable cards this year." No, you're right, I don't. But at the same time, we have a lot of coins, which last year we didn't really have at any given time. So what happened last year was I was pumping a lot of coins into untradeable things, and I very rarely had more than, say, 100, 200k available. This year, yeah, okay, my starting 11, I think I only got 1 player who's actually tradable. The problem with it is they're giving us a lot of objective packs that are untradeable. Every single objective pack is untradeable, so if I pack something decent in that, I'm a little bit like, well, you know, kind of want to keep it and so on and so forth. A few SBC cards that have been good. I've always said that I'll do SBCs if I like them. But this year, we've got like 1 million coins liquid, and I've got my team. So that compared to where we were last year, in fact, I wouldn't mind going back and having a little look, and we might even do that in just a second. Have a look where we were at episode 104 last year in terms of coin balance and in terms of the team, and see what's different between the two, because I think by this time last year I've packed Ronaldo at least once, if not twice. So you'd imagine this year if I pack Ronaldo tradable and untradeable, we'd have Ronaldo in the team, nice team around him, and we'd probably have around 1.5 million coins. Last year, I know I didn't have that, so it'd be interesting to see what I did last year. I am doing far less SBCs this year than what I did last year. It might not look like it, might not feel like it, but I am. And we've started League SBC method much, much earlier, so we've got a lot more tradable stuff in the club, even though my main team is untradeable. So this is my current team, all untradeable. Of course, I'm joking. This is my squad battles team to do the Saudi League. There was a bit of confusion in the comments yesterday. People don't listen. I'm guessing his name is Jack the Man 74 says George Best isn't English. And you're right, he's not. And if you go back and watch the video, I didn't say he was English. I just said he would be nice to pack. Didn't say anything about him being English at all. And thank you very much to a few people who did listen and put it underneath saying he didn't say he was. I appreciate you greatly. There's a comment about pack weight. Random D says, I'm fairly certain that EA somehow weights the pack so that you're more likely to get the cheaper player among any group of rating or rating. 95% of walkouts I get are Footbin's list of the cheapest players in the rating range. Yeah, basically, I think... ooh, nice 8k there. I've decided to sell all my Portuguese league players, by the way. I've gone through the entire club and I've just listed them all up. I'm not doing the Portuguese League SBC. I had a look yesterday. I had hardly any of like complete teams, and the ones I did have were expensive, and then the ones I needed were even more expensive. So I've just given up on it, and I've just decided to sell them. And all these, like these two cards here, these two are from silver packs that we've opened through League SBC method, and clear that off a little bit. I've got a fair bit to go through in terms of the club here, up to 2,000 items, which is nice. But let me show you a few things. Yeah, I don't think it goes off rating. I don't think EA allows you to pack things through ratings. I think the pack weight is determined by the price of the item. So if you're opening bronze packs now, you'll notice that you'll probably pack a lot of La Liga players. When the La Liga SBC comes out, you'll pack hardly any of them because they've started to go up in price. And I honestly think that's the case with everything, whether it be bronze, silver, gold, or what have you. Yeah, that's just the way they determine pack weight, in my opinion. That's why you tend to pack Verratti and Parejo an awful lot. So, yesterday they dropped the Championship League SBC. I'm, I think, 6 teams away from completing that. I had a lot, but I hadn't planned ahead as much as I would have liked. And it's really irritating. The day before they dropped that League SBC, I said to myself I should go out and prepare for that because it's coming soon. Same with La Liga, same with the Dutch League and a few others. And I just didn't do it. And then the next day they dropped it and I kicked myself. But I already had La Liga set up nicely, but I've gone even further and I've set it up even more. So if we have a look at each club, you'll notice that I've gone out basically. I'm not bothered about the golds because golds very rarely go above 1,000 coins anyway. But when it comes to silvers, as you can see, I might not have the entire team. I don't know how many players I have there. 3, 6... Wait, where was I? 3, 6, 9... Okay, so I do have a full team there, but maybe I'll need to buy 1 or 2 players for chemistry. But basically, I don't have full teams for everyone, but I do have an awful lot. Like, Osasuna's going to be one of the expensive ones. They don't have many golds, they have a lot of silvers. I've gone out already and I've bought them. 400 coins... 500 coins. I've bought most of them, I think. I don't think I've packed hardly any. Oh, there you go. There's one packed. There's another packed. Oh, and then again, maybe I'm talking absolute nonsense. And I've packed an awful. I've packed loads of them. But I'm going to need to buy maybe 1 or 2 players here or there. But generally speaking, I've got the biggest bulk. So I can effectively go out and spend maybe 1,000 coins per team. If the whole of La Liga ends up costing me 20k, we're going to make our money back easy. I mean, I know, technically speaking, I've spent a lot of money here to actually build all this up in the first place, right? Look how many Getafe players we have. But the investment is going to be worth it. As soon as they drop that SBC, I'm good to go. I'll be able to get it done straight away. We'll have all the packs to open. Hopefully there'll be better packs than they have been in other certain SBCs. Look at that. Not taking any chances with Valladolid this year. Last year, that SBC would cost you 100,000 plus to complete. This year, I've got it all done, and it probably cost me no more than 10k, which is pretty damn good. We've got a lot of golds there. I was going to say, I'm not bothered about getting the golds for these teams, because golds tend to cost no more than, say, 1,000 coins anyway. But, and I've taken no chances with the newly promoted teams either. As you can see, I've got nearly every silver player that they do for Mallorca. Because silvers tend to be the ones that cost the most. If you have to fill in the gaps and they tend to be silvers, they are the expensive ones. In terms of Real Madrid and Barcelona, I've prepared but not massively. So I've got a few players here or there, but generally I would imagine you can get away with 6 players. Man City, Bayern and PSG, maybe Juve as well actually, they only require, and Tottenham, they only require 6 players from the club, not the full 11. So when it comes to Barcelona and Real Madrid, even though I have prepared in a few silvers here or there, I am fully expecting EA to say, look, you only need 6 because they've got a lot of high-rated cards. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and we have to spend a little bit of money to get it done. But hopefully I'm right. As you can see, I've got every team covered. Every single team has got at least 10 players. Only 1 silver from Valencia. Maybe I have to go out and buy a couple of those, but every single team is covered. And there we go. I went out earlier and I spent a fair bit of money on the Dutch League as well. Now, I'm not like fully prepared in terms of the Dutch League. There are going to be a few here or there that I'm going to need to buy, but I am relatively prepared. I've gone out and got a lot of silvers for Ajax, which we could end up making some money off if we don't need them all. I'm going to need to buy a few for AZ, but they've got a fair few golds that I can buy. I've got enough silver and bronze there. Emin is another one. Groningen I can complete straight away. Twente, a lot of silvers there. Utrecht, I'm not making the same mistake as last year. Feyenoord, I don't have any golds, but that's okay because I've got enough silvers. We should be able to top up with the golds again for a couple of thousand coins. But as you can see, I've prepared for it this time round. I know it's a bit early to talk about next year, but next year I'm not gonna. I mean, I've got nothing for PSV, absolutely nothing whatsoever. The silvers are quite expensive already. There's a lot of golds in PSV, thankfully, so we should be able to get away with it. It is very early to talk about next year, but I'm not going to make not the same mistake I've made this year, because I don't think I've made a mistake necessarily, because I've prepared this year a lot more than I didn't prepare at all last year. But look at the coin balance, look at the state of it. What I'm going to do is next year, straight away, I'm going to go out when I've got 10, 20, 30k and the team is in a decent position. I'm going to just go buy loads of silvers for 200 coins for these clubs, for the top 5 leagues in general, so that hopefully when they drop them we can get the packs out straight away, probably doing a promo as well, because if they decide today, not that they will, but if they do decide today to drop La Liga or something, yes, we can complete the whole thing and get the packs open, but the only thing we're opening packs for is Team of the Week and Ronaldo, Messi, those type of things. It's better to open the packs when there's a promo on, but unfortunately I'm not going to wait around for it. Now, in terms of where the coins have gone, I've invested a lot in the Dutch League. Most of the silvers and bronzes you saw, maybe not so much the bronze, but the silver in particular, that you just saw from me doing the going through the Dutch League, I bought today. I bought maybe 10, 15 La Liga players, today, just topping up certain clubs, so I should be more or less good to go on those. And I've also gone through the Championship, if we go all the way to the end. As you can see, I've only got 5, I thought I had 6. I've got 5 teams left to complete. I've got a couple of players from them, but these are the ones I didn't prepare for. I'm going to struggle, and it's going to cost me, I would say, a pretty penny, and they're not great packs either. Mixed players pack for Reading, small rare silver players pack for Sheffield Wednesday. Could be good, could be bad. Preston, exactly the same. Stoke is a small rare mix, which isn't too bad actually. And then there's Leeds, which is a small gold players pack, which isn't going to be great. So they are going to cost me a fair bit of money. I've not actually priced it up, but I'm hoping to have that done by tomorrow. Look, I've only got 3 players from Stoke, and I don't think they've got many golds. So let me have a look. How many golds have they got? Yeah, see, they've got 4 gold players. I've got, what did I have already? 3, 4? I've got 3, so that's 7. I'm going to need to buy another 4 silver cards. I mean, they're probably going to cost a fortune. So yeah, Stoke is going to cost me at least, bare minimum, 10, 15k to complete, I would have thought. It's going to be the same situation for Wednesday, for Reading, for Preston, and Leeds in particular is going to cost me a bit. But I am quite excited to get hold of this player because Phillips, is it? Yeah, Phillips looks like a really good card. And if we are going to start building a second team, he'd be easy to link into with regards to our English players. I'm going to build like 2 or 3 teams and have them permanently there. So at least we've got a use for some of these untradeable cards. So Premier League, I'm halfway through again. Once we've done the remaining packs for the Championship, We should be on our way to 1 or 2 of those, and then I wouldn't mind maybe just completing the whole thing. Same with the Bundesliga. The Bundesliga I will complete if they drop a new league tonight, so the Dutch League or La Liga, I'll leave this. But if they don't, I will complete the Bundesliga tonight. It's going to cost me a bit because I've only got like 1 Dusseldorf player, so I'm going to have to basically spend 30-40k completing Dusseldorf. But when it comes to Paderborn and Hertha Berlin, I've got like 6 or 7 players and I don't have any golds. So I'll pick up 1 or 2 of the golds that are available, and then we should be fine to complete those for no more than 10k each. So for the whole thing, maybe 50, 60k max, we'll have the whole thing done. I've got about 7 or 8 teams I can go back round with straight away and pick up all the packs, including Bayern Munich as well, which of course is a mega pack. So a lot of packs to open tomorrow. And that was some of my investments. What I would, I've got a few more actually investments on my transfer list. What I'd like to do now, at the moment, 83s, 84s, 85s, they're not as low as they could be because of the Icon SBC, but they are relatively low. What I wouldn't mind doing is actually going out and buying as many 83s for around 3,000 coins or less as I can, sticking them either in the club or the transfer list, and then waiting until EA drops something that pushes them up in price and then making some money that way. The frustrating thing I find about FIFA when it comes to something like that, I packed that yesterday and I don't think I showed you. It was a tradable Tarkowski. I packed an untradeable one and I showed you that, but I packed a tradable one and I didn't record it because I'm stupid. It was like the worst pack ever. It was like a small gold players pack or something and had 1 rare in it, and it turned out to be Tarkowski, but he wasn't even the rare. It was something like that. It wasn't that pack because it had bronze and silver cards in it. It must have been an Electrum of some description. Either way, I'd like... The annoying thing about it is I can't fill my transfer list because I've only got 100 slots. I can't really fill it because it's already kind of full. I've prepared massively. I mean, I've got a few of these cards here. I won't do that actually because it'll send me back to the beginning. I've got a few of these cards here, the golds, but the rest of them on the list are silver. Most of them are La Liga. Either ones I've packed or ones I've gone out and bought and I've prepared, because all of these, every single one of them, whether they be packed or bought, they are all going to be above the value I've paid. So 500 coins for him. There's no way he stays at 500 coins once the League SBC comes out. He's going to go up to 1,000 easy. It's the same thing with like most of these. The newly promoted clubs in particular, for positions they don't have golds, will be very, very good. So I've prepared, whether I decide to sell them, same with the Dutch League, I've bought a few of the Dutch League. Things like Connolly, I think I packed him in one of the League SBC silver packs. I'm either going to sell them on as soon as the SBC comes out for an inflated price, or I will complete the SBC, go in my transfer list and just chuck everything back in the club so that we can start it again, essentially. We'll see where we are. I'm not sure yet. It depends. Maybe I'll sell some, maybe I won't. I bought him. He was a duplicate because I'm stupid and I didn't prepare. I'm probably just going to keep him on the list. I'll keep listing him up for 650 and see what happens, but it is what it is. That's the investment. Now I'd be very interested to see what this account looks like compared to what it looked like last year. I tell you what, that's quite surprising and a little bit like, I don't know, it's a bit weird, isn't it? I have managed to find episode 104 last year, which, by the way, got a crazy amount of views. And I was looking at the views, actually, of last series around this time compared to this series. And it's like double or triple last year. People are just... I don't know whether they were more interested in FIFA 19 for some reason. I can't quite understand why. But either way, let's see if we can beat 234 likes on today's episode. No chance. Anyway, we had 828,000 coins this time last year. This year, we've got 848,000. So we are better off literally by 20k this year. Although I will say, I know full well this time last year, I did not have anywhere near the amount of investment, and I wasn't doing League SBC. So, whereas we're 20k better off this year, I know full well that we are actually much better off this year. Look, as you can see, that the difference in coins is crazy. The difference in games is mental, and this just goes to show how much more I prefer this FIFA to last year. So last year, I just have a quick look. 307 wins, 24 draws, and 191 losses. And as you can see, this year we have we've got 433 wins, 21 draws. So we're drawing less games, and 223 losses. So we've lost a few more, but we've won over 120 games more. So I'm playing a lot more in terms of squad battles in general, really, but I'm also playing a lot more just casually as well. Whereas last year, it was only if I really needed to. So I've played a lot more games this year than I did last year, which is surprising. In terms of the team last year, I'll have to allow you to be the judge of this one because I don't know which team is the best one. So that is an unfortunate face to pause on, but that is my team from last year. So if I just go off memory here, goalkeeper was tradable, Fabinho was tradable, and Lippmann was tradable, Bergkamp was tradable, and Sanchez was tradable as well. So that's 5 tradable players. If we look at if we look at this year's, which is quite mad, you'll see that only 1 player there is tradable. Sorry, 2 players are tradable, Griezmann and Dembele. Which is the better team, though? That one there, is that one there the better team? Or is that the better team? Ironically, we're using exactly the same formation. We don't play that formation in either game, but we are using the same formation to set up. But I don't know which team I prefer. I think I prefer the team I have now, even though we have 3 icons in there compared to the no icons we have here. But my bench there, in my opinion, is nowhere near as good as what my bench is now. So, you know, we've got an icon on the bench. I'm currently covering up Alan in form. Firmino is on both benches, ironically. Depay, red pick, Vardy on this bench. I like this. I think I prefer where the team is now compared to where it was last year. But the interesting thing is, yeah, we were a lot more liquid last year than we are this year. I don't know when we picked up Ronaldo. We had him at this point already, but we must have sold him. We are about to pack him untradeable at some point. But yeah, that's the comparison. I think, like I said, I think I prefer where we are now compared to where we were last year. But it is interesting that I said at the start of this FIFA that I want to be a lot more liquid. And I mean, in terms of the team itself, I'm not. To be honest, though, I've been taken down a path. You know, like we packed Hazard, or we got Hazard in a pick. Obviously, Walker as well. They were both untradeable. You can't pass them up. You have to use them. Kante as well. He's my favourite player this year. I have to use him. Gomez, I'm a Liverpool fan. It was dynamic. I kind of had to do it. De Gea was so cheap. I had to do it. We packed Ramos untradeable, so there's that. And then, of course, Modric was relatively cheap, but it was a nice link between Hazard and Ramos. Everything sort of just happened, you know. It's also just fallen into place. It's not me going out of my way to do things specifically. It's just happened that way. You know, at the start of the year, if you'd showed me this team, I would have gone, well, you know, I'm not a massive fan of Ramos, and I don't think Modric is really going to be good enough. Vidal wouldn't be good enough. So, you know, you don't really pick your team necessarily. You just sort of falls in your lap. But that's going to do it for today. A little look at this time last year. It's mad that we're still on par as well. Like, this episode 104 was released on January the 1st, 2019. Episode 104 of This Road to Glory, January the 1st, 2020. Like, I know it sounds like, well, of course it would be, but, you know, last year I would have missed a day here or there. This year I've missed Christmas Day. Last year I don't think I did. So, yeah, just mad that it's managed to sync up. But let's see if we can beat 234 likes. Absolutely no chance, I'm sure. But if you have enjoyed today's episode, do me a favour and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for new, and until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.